Hi guys. What's up? I'm so excited. I'm gonna let Instagram do its thing. Let me know where you're joining from. Let me know if it's your first time. If it is, then hi, I'm Kristen. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. I'm just doing a pinned comment, so just give me a second. Just going to pin this. Alrighty. Tell me where you guys are joining from. It's my first live with you, but I've been here for a while. Coaches and company. Well, welcome. Yeah, if you've just now meeting me through here, then I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I am going to be talking a little bit about visibility blocks today, how to overcome fear of judgment, and it's always like a live Q&A. So feel free to drop any questions below, and yeah, I'll always answer them. But before we get started, I want to let you guys know that my new 8-week group program, Scared to Seen, is open for enrollment. This is a program basically to help you overcome fear of judgment, fear of being seen, master all your visibility blocks, and really overcome everything that's in the way of you stepping into your purpose, stepping into your power, and sharing your gifts with the world, right? A lot of the people in my community, we are here to do big things. But the truth is that we cannot do big things without being seen. We cannot actually reach our full potential if we are consistently shrinking ourselves to make other people comfortable, right? And so Scared to Seen was created because the hardest trigger that I ever overcame, the hardest thing that I went through in my business was really getting over people judging me. And really, I was so triggered showing up on social media when I first started. Let me know, give me a yes below if you feel like it's a little triggering, getting on lives, getting on stories, posting content. It can feel super, super scary, but it's either heal or be held back. It's face it or fail. There's no other option. Because if you really ask yourself, can I truly get where I want to go by hiding? Can I really get exactly, build this big mission that I have in my mind if I keep hiding? Typically, the answer is no. You can't do both. You can't hide and reach your full potential. So it's one or the other, right? So Scared to Seen is 8 weeks. There's 6 modules, weekly group calls with me. There's a group call time for everyone. So I'll be doing a couple calls a week. And this is my beta round, meaning it's 50% off this round. The price is literally going to double the next time I run this program. I always do this for the first round of my programs. So if you're interested in working with me in this group capacity, working with all these other entrepreneurs that are also going to be showing up, and you guys can all support each other and have a community, I'm going to be bringing in amazing guest speakers, then just DM me Seen after this, and we will definitely chat in the DMs, see if you're the right fit, and I'll give you all the deets. So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about visibility blocks, fear of judgment. And if you are, hi everyone, Conversion Champ says, yeah, everyone say hi, make friends in the comments. What was I going to say? So a lot of times when we are overcoming fear of judgment, the reason that we can't get ourselves to show up is because we haven't fully accepted that we are going to be judged. So this is your first step in overcoming your fear of judgment, is full acceptance that it's not if you're going to be judged, it's when you're going to be judged. When you show up as your true self, judgment is just a part of it. Period, the end, it's just a part of it. It's, again, not if, it's when. And one of the first things that I do with my clients is okay, are you okay? And do you accept that your friends and family may judge you? And when they really sit with it, they're honestly, no, I don't want to be judged by them. And it's really coming to terms that, okay, I understand that if this is what I'm signing up for, living my purpose, unfortunately, people are going to judge me for it. And when you can come into acceptance with that, there's no longer resistance to it, because you're not like, I don't want this thing to happen. I don't want this thing to happen. It's more like, yeah, I understand, I'm not for everyone. This business is not going to be for everyone. And that's okay. And this brings me to my next point is when we're fearing judgment, we're too much in our ego and we're not in our soul. What that really means is that if this really is about the mission, right? If you're here as a light worker and a heart-centered entrepreneur and you're like, I believe in my mission so much, but you're fearing other people's judgment and you're like, well, what are they going to think of me? And what are they going to say? And I don't really want them to, judge me. That's so much in your ego. It's about, you're making it about you. And believe me, I want you to be safe and I want you to feel comfortable. But if it really is a mission-based business, take yourself out of it. Live the mission. That's actually so helpful for me to do. And when I show up on here, it's like, sometimes I even tell my friends and family, mute me if you want. It's not personal. Like, I'm just here to do business, right? So really, business is a very, very masculine thing that we have to do. And when you think of the divine masculine, they're not like overly in their emotions when they're here to do business. Right here, I'm on a live. I'm not overly thinking, oh my God, who's going to join? I hope they like what I'm going to say. Oh my gosh, people just left. Do they not like me? That's too much in my feminine. That's too much in like feeling my emotions. I'm like, I'm here to do business. I'm here to master. I'm here to share. I'm here to give value. And I'm not thinking too much about how I feel about it. I'm here because this is my mission and I'm here to serve. And a lot of my clients, we are working on mastering the masculine act of running a business because it really is masculine. So for you, what does that mean? Ask yourself, where am I overly emotional about this business? Where am I making it too personal? Because business isn't personal. You're making it personal. You're making it about you, but it isn't about you. Here, it's not about me. It's about you guys, maybe even feeling inspired after this live, and now you guys can go share your message after this. Isn't that freaking crazy? Just because I'm here and I'm inspiring you, one of you guys might go share something that you wouldn't have shared before. So that is more important to me than someone else's opinion of me. That is more important to me than maybe a friend or a family getting on this live and judging me and being like, what is she doing? Right? And so you have to make the mission more important than your feelings about it. You have to make the mission more important than other people's opinions. You have to make the mission more important than how people are going to support you or not support you. Because guess what, guys? You can't even control that. Right? You can't even control other people's thoughts about you. And so when you're trying to control other people's thoughts about you, you're more times than not just playing small. Because the only way we can actually control what people feel about us is making them feel nothing about us. That's really good. I'm going to say that again. The only time we can actually control what people feel about us is when we make them feel nothing about us by not showing up at all. And when we're doing that, we're actually self-abandoning so that other people love us. Think about that. You're abandoning your own purpose. You're abandoning your own mission. You're abandoning your own message so that other people approve of you. You're literally saying, okay, your approval of me is more important than me following my dreams. Your approval of me is more important than me fulfilling my soul's purpose. Your approval of me is more important than anything I'm going to do on this earth, because I would rather you like me than me like me. Do you guys get that? Do you guys get how effed up that is when you think about it? And so this really is a big thing. Oh my gosh, please save this live. I'm at work and I need to hear all of these. Yeah, so actually all of my lives go on my YouTube now. So you guys can follow me on YouTube at Kristen Such, and I upload them like within the week. Kristen, the way you've grown since day one is so inspiring. Thank you. Yeah. And if you guys don't know, I grew this account from zero. And I will be completely honest with you. The reason I started a new account was because I feared people's judgment so much from my old account. And I was like, you know what? If it's a fresh start, then maybe I can start to show up. And so that's what I did. And if that's something that I'm teaching in this program, Scared to Seen too, it's like, if you can't show up on your regular account, let's just make a new account. Let's start from scratch, and let people opt into that new account that they want to follow so you can create content. Now, the other thing about showing up from with your visibility blocks. Shoot, I just lost my train of thought. I was reading too many comments. Fire. Yeah. And guys, if you have any questions about fear of judgment, visibility, feel free to shoot me a question and I'll answer them. Dang, that's how I felt. I started a new account for the same reasons too. Yeah. It's like when my clients ask, should I use my current account or should I make a new account? I say, use the account that you can actually show up on more. Use the account that you are not going to be overthinking everything, right? Because that's what happens when we're fearing other people's judgment. We want to show up. We really, really want to show up. But it's like, as soon as we do, we start overthinking, oh my God, what are they going to think of me? And then we just end up not doing it. Now think about how much further along you would be if every time you thought about posting, you actually posted instead of not posting. And that's what I started to think about in my own business. I said, okay, so I'm getting triggered a lot, right? Now, how much further could I be if I learned how to manage these triggers versus if I let every time I'm triggered, it hold me back from actually getting where I want to go? That is like years that you can get ahead, right? That is years. And if you really believe that you're going to change the world and you're on your mission, do you really think that you can get away with posting one time a week on social media? Like, if you really believe that this is your purpose and you're an entrepreneur and you're like, I believe in this so freaking much, you should be posting 4 to 5 times a week. Truly, like, you really just should. And so really, really, really making this mission number one. And this is what I tell my clients, treat this like a corporate job. If your boss says, hey, I need you to come to this meeting and I need you to reply to these emails, are you just not going to feel like it and not do it? No. So why are you doing that in your business? Why are you just only showing up when you feel like it? From day one, I have made this like a corporate job. Like, it's not if I want to show up, it's absolutely. You know, my client the other day, she knew, if you've been listening to my podcast, Alignment Academy, you guys know that I went through a really big life transition like 4 months ago, went through a massive relationship ending. My life blew up in all the ways. And one of my clients asked, Kristen, how did you keep posting through that? How did you keep showing up? I haven't seen that you left online. And I said, it's never been an option and it's still not. My business is number one. My mission is number one. Over any relationship, over anything else, my purpose is up here. Because people are going to come and go from my life. Opinions are going to come and go. Friendships are going to come and go. My purpose is never going anywhere. So it's always been my number one thing. Now, I got a question that said, how do you overcome fear of judgment? The way you overcome it is by doing the internal work, which is what I'm teaching in Scared to Seen, my 8-week group program that's essentially opening today. DM me Seen if you want to join. And you do this by finding the root of where you learned that you are going to get shamed when you show up as your authentic self. So when you have the fear of judgment, it's essentially the fear of being seen, right? The fear of being seen develops in childhood when you show up as your authentic self and then you're judged for it, right? So I just had a client call and we talked about the first time. We just did some inner child work on the call together right before this. And what we were working on was she was scared of posting on her Instagram, and we did some work to find the root of it. And she said, you know, Kristen, I always used to do good on my projects when I was younger in school. And then all the kids would be jealous of me and they would make fun of me for doing good on my project. So she literally showed up as herself and then she got shamed for it. People made fun of her and then they would make fun of her ideas and then they would use them for themselves. So what does that tell a little kid internally? What does the subconscious mind say? The subconscious mind says, when you show up as your best self, people are going to make fun of you. People are going to judge you. So what did we do? We took her through hypnosis. We rewrote the memory in order for her to feel really good about sharing her gifts. And guess what she's doing after this? She's going to take aligned action. We talked about showing up on her stories after her nervous system feels safe and primed and good. That's what you do next. You really, really calm the nervous system, make yourself feel confident, and then you show up. Now, the reason people can't really show up and they try to is because they're doing something that makes their body feel so unsafe, right? So if you're going from literally posting nothing on the Instagram, and then you're trying to show up in this really big, huge way, that's going to feel so unsafe for your nervous system. That's going to feel so unsafe, and your body's going to freak out and is going to be like, oh my God, you don't want to get shamed or judged, stop. And our body's desire to feel safe is so much greater than anything else, even fulfilling our purpose. Your body says, I want to feel safe no matter what, right? So in my 8-week program, Scared to Seen, we're really working on helping our nervous system feel safe while we take this aligned action to show up. And the beautiful thing about it is every week I'm giving you, it's basically called like social media actions. So every week we start showing up just a little bit more in bite-sized pieces until you guys are doing reels on Instagram 5 days a week. So you're literally going to go from not being able to show up at all to literally posting consistently. And we're going to like do little steps to get you there, right? That's why I'm so excited for this program, because so many people are like, Kristen, help me with fear of judgment, help me with fear of judgment. And it's a simple but easy, it's a simple process, but it's not easy. And this program is literally going to just like bite size it so that you go from literally not being able to show up on social media to sharing your gifts consistently. I'm so pumped for this program. And again, guys, if you missed it in the beginning, I'm doing it 50% off for this first round. If you've inquired with working with me, you know my prices are pretty high. This is the most affordable group program I have ever launched, because I want to help as many entrepreneurs as possible start sharing their gifts online. Yes, Her Strength. She's already in. She got the early bird pricing. I'm so excited to work with you. When does the 8-week program begin? So I just finalized it today, and the 8-week program is going to begin on 90% on July 10th, the week of July 10th. So yeah, if you are interested, is this a program, coaching, or a course? It's a group coaching program. Also, I'm really excited. If you pay in full, you get a one-on-one session with my co-coach. So it's 1444 when you pay in full, and it's 4 payments of 444 on a payment plan. So around 1777 on a payment plan. Guys, if you've inquired to work with me one-on-one, you know my prices are way higher than that. So again, I'm telling you, this is the time to do this program. It's going to double. The price is going to double next time. So it's going to be about $2,800 next round. It's 1444 this round if you pay in full, 1777 on a payment plan. You know I love my angel numbers. I work with the angels. And that's also something that's cool. This is a very like downloaded program in me. I've worked with my angels, my guides, my spirit team to really create the best program to help you guys overcome your visibility blocks with shadow work, inner child work. And then we're also going to be doing some sales and marketing work, because we want you to be seen, but we also want you to make money. We're going to be doing a money mindset program. And if you guys know my best friend, Erin Lyons, she's going to come in and she's going to be doing a guest speaker. She's going to be a guest speaker and do a workshop for you guys. I'm so pumped to have her in, but this is going to be truly like the best program I've ever created. I'm so pumped. And yeah, a couple of you guys are already in, so I'm pumped. Is it a program or coaching course? I think I just answered that, but it's 8-week group coaching. So 1 call a week for 8 weeks. Okay. So as we really dive into the fear of being seen, we talked about how it's an inner child wound. In order to heal, since it rooted in childhood, we have to go back to childhood. And that's what I'm really teaching you guys in this program is, how do I emotionally regulate when I get triggered? When you go to create that story and you're triggered as fuck, how do you actually get back to the place where you believe in yourself? How do you actually get to that place? And it is about going inside, giving yourself the acceptance that you need. Because when you have fear of judgment, if you turn fear of judgment around on its head, what is it? It's the desire for acceptance. You don't want them to judge you because you want them to accept you. But we can't force people to accept us, guys. We just can't. But what we can do is we can learn to so unconditionally accept ourselves that when other people don't accept us, it's good. It's cool. I don't need yours. I already accept myself. The website is going to be ready tonight. I'm having my web designer do one last thing, but let me show you guys the topics for the 8 weeks because I am pumped. It's actually beautiful. So, but that's why I'm saying DM me seen, because if you're ready to get in, and I'll actually say this, I'll do this, guys. For anyone on this live, if you sign up today and you DM me, I'll give you guys the early bird pricing since my website's not ready, since it's going to be ready literally in like 4 hours. But I'll give you the early bird pricing, which is around $400 off, more than $400 off, almost $500 off. But the topics, so let me show you guys. And feel free to ask any questions, guys. If you just joined, we're going over fear of judgment. And we're also talking about my group program, Scared to Seen. So this is the curriculum. So we're doing welcome. We're kind of getting clear on your vision of the future and where you want to be in the next year and recreating your new identity on social media. Then we're working on inner child work. So this is overcoming the fear of being seen is module 2. Module 3, overcoming people-pleasing patterns and embracing authenticity. Because if you're fear of being seen, or if you are not showing up due to fear of judgment, it's literally because you are people pleaser, right? Then we go over here. Module 4 is integrating the shadow self. So we're doing shadow work here. Then we're going to master your money mindset. We're going to do some money work. And then module 6 is soulful selling, mastering the art of selling with passion, purpose, and personality. So we're going to do some sales at the end. And then what I didn't share, guys, is every single week, there's a mini module for social media. So you do all the mindset work, but then there's like a 10-minute module. Okay, these are your social media action items after this. So let me show you guys. I'm actually so pumped. So this is like what week 2 will look like. Week 2 social media. So this is the regular module, and then you'll have like mini actions every week where it's like, okay, let's optimize your bio. Let's do your I help statement, your action items, stories 5 times a week, in post feeds, and like what you should be doing in your feed posts and in your reels. And by the end of it, it's going to literally be like, you can have 0 social media present. By the end of it, your entire profile is going to be primed to call in clients, and you're going to know exactly what you need to do every single week in order to get to the place where you're showing up every week. Is this program be returned again after July? Yeah, there will be another round of it after July, August, probably in October there will be another round, but it will be double in price. Because this is my beta round, so it's going to be half off. So I'm doubling the price after this. So let's actually talk about people pleasing too. So this will be the last thing that I say before I let you guys go. So feel free to ask any questions below if you want me to answer any questions on fear of judgment. But when we are not showing up online, it's because we have a deep rooted pattern of people pleasing. So essentially when people pleasers try to show up online, it's like we're so used to making people comfortable at the cost of ourselves in real life that when we show up online, okay, suddenly now we can't really control other people's perceptions of us. And to a people pleaser, that's really fucking scary, right? So, yeah, sorry, I just went through all the topics, but you can watch the replay on YouTube this week. And the landing page will be live tonight, so you can actually just go read it tonight. But what I was going to say is that when people pleasers try to show up online, they're so used to like making sure they're controlling everyone's perceptions of them that now it's so scary to show up online because now you can't control anyone's perception of you, right? So when we start to heal our people pleasing, what we're doing is we're healing our people pleasing in real life so that we can stop people pleasing online. What you really need to know about your business is just a mirror to yourself. Like anything that you're struggling with in real life is going to be what you're struggling with in your business. That's why businesses are so triggering. That's why it's so triggering to show up, because we are being shown everywhere we're playing small in our real life. And our business says, okay, this is your highest timeline. It's your highest potential. If you actually want to reach it, you got to heal all the shit that's holding you back in real life. You got to deal with your inner child stuff and your shadow and your limiting beliefs. And so that's why this program is the inner work and the outer work. That's why it's not one or the other, but both together. because we can't just heal in our bedrooms all day, and we can't just post online and make our nervous systems freak out. We got to do both together, right? So that is what I'm going to say. Just to remind you guys, Scared to Scene is officially open for enrollment. DM me Scene for more information. 50% off this round, the most affordable program I've ever run. A few of you are already in it, and I'm so excited. We start July 10th, so a little over a month from today we start. And it's going to help you go from scared to show up on social media to thriving, being fully seen, sharing your gifts with the world consistently. And yeah, I love you guys so freaking much. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you soon.